quickly how that works. So whenever you turn on the device, you'll see this beautiful screen with this infographics on it. It's kind of like a live kind of animation that changes as they use the device. And if you swipe through the right edge, you basically go back to your previously viewed screen, right? I was in the home screen, so I can just go back to the home screen this way. From the left edge, I can get access to all my running applications. I can just jump in right directly for where I want to go. Right? So if I want to go to the home screen, I can do that, but I can also launch an application like, say, Gallery. I can just launch it directly from the welcome screen. There I am, in an application. Now, if I want to go to the home screen, I can do it in two ways. I can actually swipe down below, or swipe to any other application, or I can just dismiss this application and go directly to the app screen on the home, right? So how do I go back to my running application? Well, I just swipe from the right, because essentially I threw this application to the left, right? I just did this. I can put it back in just by swiping from the right. And if I swipe again from the right, I'm going to switch between my open application, just like a stack of cards. Right, let's run on some of our web applications, like HTML5 applications, integrated into the platform. In the meantime, I can show you a bit more switching. This is our telephony app. You can do conversations from here, all your contacts, make phone calls just from here. It's another web application. There you go, I'm in Facebook login page. I can just log into Facebook. Now we're going to be a normal HTML5 application running side by side to our native application, and that's really interesting because we think that you should support as many toolkits as possible. You shouldn't have a situation where there's only one toolkit for application development. Application developers should be able to choose what's the suitable toolkit for their application and the user experience they want to deliver. And so we made it so that all the application on the tablet, be it HTML5 application or native application, are equal citizens. They all enjoy the same services. Web applications don't open in the browser, even though they're using HTML5 as a toolkit. It doesn't matter. From the user point of view, it's the same, right? And we're going to do that the best out of everyone, all our competitors, because we built it from scratch to be this way, right? We don't have necessarily a need to integrate it into an application. So that's the multitasking on the Ubuntu phone. We think this is the best multitasking environment out there. Let me show you some cool feature about how that's converged basically, the phone and tablet. So if you look at our tablet experience, there's some differences, slight differences. Start with it's a multi-user experience. This is because we think that a tablet is a shared device and a phone is probably a personal device, right? So we want to be able to hand this tablet, share it in public. It's really critical for enterprises, and it's all going to be secure, encrypted user account, and you're going to be able to do this, to use this application the same way that Ubuntu is integrated into banks and insurance companies, right? So edge swipe to go to my last application, jump into another application directly from the same way we did it. Just want to show you how a native toolkit is fluid and seamless and smooth, and some of these things are not feasible on HTML5 apps, like doing these kind of switches, handling the application so gracefully. It's not always feasible. Home screen. Let's go to the home screen. There you see that I went to the application screen, pretty much the same view. If I swipe from the right, I'll get back to my application. Swipe from the right, get back to the application. Responsiveness. It's a converged OS, a phone and a tablet. Same application running here, so I'm running here. Same home, running here. Just more content. It's beautiful. That's how it should be actually. They should not have different stacks of code for different devices. You should just have one stack of code that knows what's the device and what's the smartest way to run on the device. So another thing that we have on the tablet is this ability to run two applications in the view. I can actually put my phone literally into the tablet, and now I have a Facebook application running side by side to make to my gallery, right? And also have like other applications. Let's launch, for example, the Notepad, our own native application, and launch a browser here. Let's go to the Ubuntu webpage.
Your own browser? Or?
yeah, we're developing a browser. So while the browser loads, I can just tell you about this idea of having two applications open on the same screen. So it's really fast and fluid to use the edges to multitask. But it's even faster to have two applications open side by side, because there's no need to switch, it's already there. Right? Visually it's already there, just need to drag and drop stuff from here to here. Let me show you how cool that is. So I'm going to another page and I want to create a note, because let's say I'm shopping for a phone, or I just want to save some information for the web into another application. I don't need to switch application and do like complicated services. I just need to have them open next to each other so I can actually do that. So here the phone page load, it's loading, it's taking a bit of time. Let's say I want to copy paste this image. Selecting that image, going to this node, long press and paste, and that's it. I was productive right now, right? In this way you can actually work between two applications at the same time and do like some really cool things. Let me show you another nice story. Let's go to the home screen, to the video page. And let's launch a movie. If I want to change setting, I can just do it directly from the home screen, right? I don't need to go anywhere else. I just can start, change the balance, go and visit, check my messages. I can also put the Facebook application just here because I'm watching a movie. Maybe I want to post about that. Just a little swipe on the edge. There I am in Facebook, and I can now say, it doesn't want to focus. Changing volume. So nice and soft to use the edges for that. It's really fast and fluid. Look about this. How do I do that with the thumbs? Everything is available for the thumb. We calculated the design so we can actually do all the actions from the edges without the need to kind of leave your fingers. So that gives you a sense of control over the app, right? Everything is accessible from the fingers, from the thumbs. Launch applications. Let me show you just another feature that I want to show before. Here I have the same image, the same application running, and I actually want to do some image manipulation, right? I want to change this photo. And on the desktop I'll probably have Photoshop, and Photoshop have like 450 commands. So how do we take Photoshop onto these devices? Nobody does that before, but we think that search is the best way to do that. I can just write the command I'm interested in, and I can do that on the phone as well. Just write, go up, and there you go. And then I can just crop that image. In this way I can have access to hundreds of commands because I'm just using search. It's not loading. But in this way I can actually converge basically the phone and tablet and the desktop, and have desktop application run on the phone so I can use them when I need them. Right? I can do that on the phone itself, or if I connect the phone to a keyboard and mouse, just like that here, I'll be able to use them with a big screen. I can just use my phone as my computer, and we think that this is the future. Being able to use your phone as your desktop is the future.